Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Hi, this is Braylon. You are listening to Field Radio. God bless you.
Pleasant good evening, friends, and welcome back at it here for another edition of New Waverly Bulldog Basketball. We are live tonight on the SHNSports.com broadcast network, and we also want to welcome those of you that are within range in Huntsville, Texas, and a few miles out, as we are also broadcasting this one live tonight on Spirit 94.3. Hope lives here. Well, a big one tonight. It's win or go home for both of these teams, New Waverly and Anderson-Shiro. It was a game just a couple of nights ago in New Waverly where the Bulldogs came up victorious in overtime, 54-49. They had to win to keep their playoff postseason chances alive. Well, that victory secured it, and tonight they are in the play-in game. What does that mean? Well, both teams tied in 23-3A to end the regular season of play, sitting at just 3 wins and 7 losses in 23-3A, Anderson-Shiro and New Waverly. And in 23-3A, the minutes of the league say this, that you can either flip or you can have a play-in game. Of course, both coaches said we're not going to flip, we're going to play. Coach Robert Weber of Anderson-Shiro and Coach Patrick Goodman of New Waverly. And that is how we got to this point tonight. A big thank you, by the way, to our friends here in Madisonville, Texas. We are at the Madisonville Mustangs Gymnasium, a beautiful basketball facility, as we are high up top here tonight. So it's going to be a good one here. If you'd like to watch the video, there is video on the SHN Sports YouTube channel, but we do want to have a special presentation for those of you that may be listening on the radio airwaves tonight. For now, though, we'll step aside. We will take a break as our country's national anthem will play. We'll try to capture that through the microphone here tonight so you can hear that. We want to give you as much of a presentation as we possibly can. And, again, it's going to be a good one here this evening. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Our country's national anthem and tip-off coming up. This is New Waverly Bulldog Basketball on the Bulldogs Broadcast Network. Stay with us. Waverly tonight will be in their road maroon jerseys, maroon shorts, the numbers outlined in white with white trim on the shoulders. Many of the players wearing the black undershirts, and for Anderson-Shiro, they are in their white jerseys and white shorts with the Owls logo on the front, the numbers in blue and the trim in blue as well. I thought that may have our country's national anthem being played. We'll see here in just a few moments. For the time being, it doesn't look like it. It looks like we may just get right into play. Hey, for those of you listening or watching, the Bulldog fan text line is open. We'd love to hear from you tonight. You can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that number is 512-522-9105. Again, we'd love to hear from you tonight. Let us know where you're listening from, and we will get to those shout-outs as we go on. Again, one more time, that number on the Bulldog fan text line at 512-522-9105. Well, as I stated earlier, both of these teams wrapping up district play at 3-7, finishing tied for 4th. New Waverly 8-20 overall, but some key victories down the stretch to get them in a position here tonight to try to play for a chance at the playoffs. Darryl Bryant will stand at center court for New Waverly, and we are moments away from tip-off here this evening from Madisonville High School. A beautiful, beautiful facility. New Waverly's on the left side of the court. Anderson-Shiro, the Fighting Owls, on the right. The opening tip is controlled by Anderson-Shiro, and here we go, friends. As Shiro has it, here's a left wing three on the way. That shot won't drop in for Dalton Shachelski. And New Waverly has it for the first time tonight. The Bulldogs moving from right to left. It's Kenton Reese. Reese with it down low. Darryl Bryant wide open. And the assist and the shot good off the left side of the glass. New Waverly takes the early advantage 2-0. Just on Tuesday night, New Waverly got out to a 7-0 early advantage before falling to 14-9 in that opening period of play. Here's a steal by Kenton Reese. Back the other way, one-on-one off the left side. Good for Reese's Pieces. And trick-or-treating coming early here tonight for Kenton Reese. New Waverly has an early 4-0 advantage with 40 seconds gone here in the opening frame. Anderson-Shiro back with it, but another strip by Kenton Reese. Here's 2-on-1. Reese flip, dip. The shot's no good. Therrell Bryant with the rebound off the right side of the glass. He's got the offensive board. Bryant back over to Luke Dahl. Dahl from the left elbow loses the handle, and it's turned over. The hot hands down there by Colton Calhoun. Up front to his man. That shot good. Colin Baldwin off the right side of the glass. It's 4-2, 6:50 to go. Just underway here, about 70 seconds into it from Madisonville High School. Again, a pleasant good evening. Thanks for hanging out with us here on SHN and Spirit 94.3. Kenton Reese has it on the right side. He'll find Therrell Bryant. Bryant back over to Ryzen Nunez. Nunez darts this one over to Mata. Eli Mata down there near the right corner. Back over to Kenton Reese. Reese stands on the end of the Mustangs logo near the sideline. Luke Dahl calling for a screen. He'll work inside from the keys. Finds Therrell Bryant. Jumper from 10. Good. Therrell Bryant. We need Therrell Bryant to get hot tonight. He's got 4, and New Waverly has a 6-2 advantage. 6:14 to go. We're almost 2 minutes gone here in the first. Fast action so far as Colton Calhoun will bring it into the front court from right to left. Into the hands of Shoshelski. He'll bounce this one down low off the left side of the glass to Colton Aller. That shot no good. And here comes New Waverly back from left to right on the far left side. It is Ryzen Nunez loses the handle, and William Borski has it. It's blocked by Kenton Reese. Oh, baby, Kenton is on fire tonight on both sides of the court, and here comes Luke Dahl back on the right side. From the free throw line, the jumper, yes! Luke Dahl combing it beautifully here to get this one started. New Waverly with a 6-point advantage, 8-2, 5:35 to go here in the first. As Calhoun will bring it back into the front court, crossing the Mustang United or Texas logo off the left side of the glass. That was easy. The easy bake oven was open. And an easy one there off the left side of the glass for Colton Calhoun. It's 8-4, New Waverly, a 4-point advantage. Moving back from left to right. Reese with a nice move, hop, step, jump from the free throw line. Yes! Kenton Reese with another basket. He's got 4. And it's back to a 6-point advantage for New Waverly, 10-4, with 3 minutes gone here in the first. Colton Calhoun back from right to left, guarded up top by Luke Dahl. He'll try to work from the angle now, a pass over to Borski. Borski, left wing, Shoshelski, 3, yes. Dalton Shoshelski burying a 3. He did that a couple of times, actually just once on Tuesday night, but he wrapped up in double digits in that loss to New Waverly. Here's Kenton Reese. He was trying to thread the needle down to Mata on the baseline, loses the handle, back over to Anderson-Shiro. As Calhoun works from the right key, he'll kick it on a pass back out to Shoshelski. A right wing 3, partially blocked Bryant. Pass from Dahl to Bryant on the right side. He'll put it up. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. The foul down there called on Dalton Shoshelski. That is his first personal and the first team foul with 4:25 to go here in the first. Again, let us know that you're out there tonight. We'd love to hear from you, especially if you're listening on Spirit 94.3. You can text us at 512-522-9105. Therrell Bryant's first free throw shot, good. At the bottom of the net, he'll have one more opportunity. Substitutions in for the first time tonight. Cedric Polhamus heads over, and he'll stand inside the keys now. And I believe Eli Mata getting a much-needed breather in the backcourt. It is Ryzen Nunez and Kenton Reese. One more for Therrell Bryant. On its way, off the front, no. Luke Dahl, though, with the rebound. Still has it. He's triple teamed down there. There was a bunch of bodies. They're going to call a jump ball, and possession arrow will stay with New Waverly. 4:21 here in the first. It's 11-7. The Bulldogs nursing a 4-point advantage here in this critical win-or-go-home play-in game. Inbound to Polhamus, back over to Ryzen Nunez. Right-handed pass, top of the 3 to Kenton Reese. Reese, who's been hot inside the paint, off the right side. Yes! Kenton Reese with 6 points, and it's a 6-point advantage. New Waverly 13-7 with 4 minutes to go here in the first. Calhoun back on it on the left side. He'll drop it off to Shoshelski. Double team. Kenton Reese on the court trying to strip it, but able to come up with it is Anderson-Shiro. And Calhoun goes in off the left side. He's fouled, and Luke Dahl will pick up his first personal. That was in the act of shooting, and the first team foul here now for New Waverly. 13-7, 3:55 to go here in the first, and Calhoun at the line on the left side to shoot free throws. Calhoun, the First opportunity coming up here in just a few moments. It's on its way, and it's good. He'll have one more opportunity. Calhoun with 3 points. Substitution is Ethan Petros checking in for Ryzen Nunez. By the way, Calhoun was 4 for 8 on Tuesday night from the free throw line. He'll take a deep breath here, a shrug of the shoulders, bend to the knees, the right-handed free throw on the way. No good off the back of the glass. He'll split the pair. Rebound, Theroux Bryant high up into the air. He'll go to the left side, and now from left to right, it's Kenton Reese. Working a right-handed dribble. Stops at the top of the three, guarded by Shochelski. Pass over to Luke Dahl, now to Theroux Bryant. Bryant working the right baseline. Loses the handle, goes off his thigh and out of bounds. That will turn it over to Anderson-Shiro. 3:40 to go here in the first. 13-8. Each team with one team foul. That has not been a factor here so far early, as Shochelski will inbound to Calhoun. Calhoun jogs it into the front court from right to left across the red half-court line. And we've got a whistle here. And the officials, not sure here what was going on. I think there was possibly something out on the court, so they wanted to reset it here. So Anderson-Shiro will inbound. It is Colton Aller. Aller over to the left side. Back over to Calhoun from the left wing. Here's a three almost from the corner by Beseda. He decides not to take it. Back over to Calhoun. Calhoun inside the paint off the right side. His shot no good. Rebound poked around. And Polhamus gets it over to Luke Dahl. Here comes New Waverly, a 5-point advantage. 13-8, 3:14 to go here in the first. As Luke Dahl using a left stiff arm, trying to move around that pesky defense of Calhoun. He's double teamed to Polhamus. The ball, a chest pass, back over to Kenton Reese using his left hand to direct the high screen off that right side. A give and go. No, he's going to keep it here. Gets knocked off of his hip. Pump fakes once, turn around. He finds Petros. Petros wiggles his way inside. The shot's not there, and Calhoun with the rebound. On that far side, on the right side from right to left. Golden Calhoun has it. Chest pass over into the hands of Shochelski. He's guarded by Kenton Reese on the left side. A little give and go. Back to Shochelski. Blocked again. Kenton Reese, his second block of the night. And it goes right back to New Waverly, and here comes Petros. 13-8, 2:30 to go here in the first. New Waverly with that 5-point advantage. Petros from the keys on the right side. He'll find Polhamus. Long-range jumper from the baseline, no good. Putback no good by Petros, but a third putback is good by Luke Dahl. And Dahl's got 4 points, and it's a 7-point largest advantage now for New Waverly. 15-8, 2:13 to go here in the first. Back over on the left side. It is into the hands of Shochelski. He'll dart this one over the head to Aller. Colton Aller takes a jumper from the free throw line. Good look, wasn't there. Polhamus with the rebound, and here comes New Waverly again. Kenton Reese will waltz his way into the front court from left to right. A right-handed pass. Here's a three on the way. Theroux Bryant, no good. Had a good look. Nobody was on him, but it wouldn't fall through. Colton, or beg your pardon, it is Anderson-Shiro back over on the left side. It was to Colton Calhoun, and he's fouled. A blocking foul is called, and trying to see who that one was on. I missed it down there as I was looking at a number, see if they'll update the board. They did not update the player, but it is a second team foul against, it may go against Luke Dahl. It is his second personal second team foul. Anderson-Shiro still with it here on the left side, trailing by 7. Calhoun has it near the left wing. Pass over to Shochelski. The top of the three. A couple of right-handed dribbles. Picks it up. Kenton Reese is on him. Back over to Calhoun. Takes a jumper here. That shot off the left side of the rim to Colton Calhoun. No good. Rebound to New Waverly. As just a few moments ago, Landon Thornton checking into the game. He's the one that came up with that rebound. He'll find Petros on the right side. Petros over to Kenton Reese. Reese wants this one. He'll pick it up, though, at the right wing. Up top over to Ryzen Nunez, setting a high screen for Petros. Petros now from the right baseline, trying to walk his way down. He's fouled as he goes in. And it could have either been a foul or a travel. They're going to call a foul here, though, against Anderson-Shiro. So that is their second team foul with 58 seconds to go. 15-8, New Waverly with a 7-point advantage. That foul was on Trip Hodge, if that's correct. I didn't see him check in. I'm way up high here tonight. Here's the first free throw attempt on the way by Petros. It's up and good. Largest lead continues here now by 8, 16-8. It was the foul on Trip Hodge. One more coming up for Ethan Petros. Petros did not get to the free throw line on Tuesday. Misses the second one, but here's Thornton with the rebound. The putback, good. We'll take it. As Landon Thornton able to drop one in, Ethan Petros goes 1 for 2 from the line. And back the other way, it is Anderson-Shiro. The right wing, Shashelski thought about a 3, thought about another one. Here is Calhoun on the left wing, 3, no. Cedric Polhamus trying to save it as he swings it behind the back, finds Kenton Reese. And here comes New Waverly with 30 seconds and a 10-point advantage, 18-8. Petros back on the right side. He'll take a jumper from the second key on the right side. The shot's not there. And the rebound into the hands of Shashelski on the left side as he'll go from right to left. Weaving through 2 defenders, loses the handle. It was poked away, Kenton Reese. But the possession retains here with Anderson-Shiro. Calhoun not able to save it with 12.3 to go. So New Waverly will have an opportunity for the final shot and a chance to extend this 10-point advantage with 12.3 to go here in the first. Nunez to inbound. They've got to move quick. Petros has it. And he's got to move here down to 10, 9, 8. Still some time. Petros retreating. 7, 6. Little lane here. Here's Polhamus for the jumper. No. And the ball is knocked around to Nunez. He'll float it at the jumper. This one no good. He had it at the buzzer. Good look, though, but a heck of a first half here for New Waverly as they have a 10-point advantage, 18-8. A little bit of a different story is on Tuesday night. The Fighting Owls had the 14-9 advantage after New Waverly got off to a 7-0 run. But a different story, but still a lot to tell in this one. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. More to come. This is New Waverly Bulldog basketball live tonight on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network and Spirit 94.3. Stay with us. Back at it, friends. About to get underway here in the second. 8 back on the board. And New Waverly was awarded a couple of extra points there. It's 20-8 after the end of one. And good job there by the Bulldogs in that first. Not sure where that came from, to be honest. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know where the other two came from, unless I missed something down there. But I've got 18 on my score sheet. They're showing 20 up on the board. I could have missed one. It's been a fast-paced first period of action here tonight. Underwriting support for this broadcast made possible in part by the Oak Ridge Disciple House. They are a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men ages 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel. That light can be found at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Again, a 501c3 nonprofit, and also underwriting support made possible in part by Mata's Tactical Supply in New Waverly. Again, let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you tonight, whether you're from Anderson-Shiro. Even though we broadcast for New Waverly, we always want visiting teams to feel welcome. And you can text us at 512-522-9105. Back in action here as Anderson-Shiro will launch a 3 from the right wing. That shot's no good. Kenton Reese trying to save it on the baseline, and he does. Gets the rebound, not a save, just a rebound there. Reese will bring it from left to right. Waverly in the driver's seat. The clock up there shows leading by 12. Again, I must have missed 2 somewhere. Maybe there was a technical. I'm not sure what happened. Ryzen Nunez with it in the backcourt, now into the front court, top of the 3. Couple of right-handed dribbles, but he loses the handle. Calhoun has it. He'll go quickly from right to left. In between 3 New Waverly Bulldog defenders, put it in up the back of the square, and good for Calhoun. And Calhoun has 5, had 3 in the first, and 2 more to add to it. Here's Petros back on the right side for New Waverly. It's into the hands of Ryzen Nunez. Over to Kenton Reese. Reese with it, top of the 3, almost losing the handle, picking it up, goes back to Nunez on the right wing. Nunez, right-handed dart of a pass to Petros. Petros trying to find separation. He'll find Reese for 3. Yes, buried it. Oh, baby, at the bottom of the net. Kenton Reese on fire tonight. He's got 9 in New Waverly, showing a 13-point lead, 23-10, 6:40 to go here in the first half. Calhoun back with it on the left side, guarded by Petros, trying to weave through traffic on the keys, and it's knocked out of bounds. It went off the hands of a Bulldog. It will stay with Anderson-Shiro. Well, good effort so far tonight by New Waverly on both sides. You can tell that They fought hard to get the victory on Tuesday in overtime. Here is a shot up. Calhoun's fouled here. That's going to go against Theroux Bryant, his first personal, and the first team foul of this second quarter. It was a tough break for these Fighting Owls. They had an opportunity as time expired and regulation. And you feel bad for the young man who missed a layup. That was tough. Honestly, I probably would have missed it by a mile. That young man not able to get it in off the right side. That did force the overtime period where New Waverly comes out victorious and really turned it on in the OT. First free throw by Calhoun is missed. Here's the second one. That one missed as well. Rebound Theroux Bryant as he got up front. And here comes New Waverly. Petros on the right side from left to right. He is guarded by Calhoun. Kenton Reese, another three. Yes! Oh, mama! Kenton Reese coming alive tonight. Back-to-back threes. And he's in double digits with 12 points tonight for the Bulldogs. It's 26-10. 2 minutes gone here in the second. It's back over to Calhoun on the left wing. He's guarded by Petros. Inside the paint. It's knocked away. Kenton Reese trying to go behind the back. And they're going to slop this one around, and it goes right back over. Calhoun, turnaround jumper, uses the glass. Good shot by that young man. And another one here as Calhoun strips it on the inbound, and he's got a quick 6 points. It's 26-14, just like that. So back-to-back shots for Calhoun as he kept his eye on the prize. Here's Kenton Reese over to Nunez. Near the corner, loses the handle, and it goes out of bounds right in front of Coach Robert Weber on the Anderson-Shiro bench. Inbound here, Colton Aller, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 5:31 to go. It's a good one so far tonight here in Madisonville, Texas, the play-in game to see who gets into the playoffs in 23-3A. We'll step aside, take a break. More to come. This is New Waverly Bulldog basketball on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. Stay with us. Back, friends, 5:30 and ticking as we're back in action tonight from Madisonville High School. Welcome in, everybody, for joining us for this special edition of New Waverly Bulldog basketball here on Spirit 94.3. New Waverly leads 26-14. Again, 5:18 to go here in the second. Here's Anderson-Shiro, left wing three. Not there, but the putback off the right side of the glass is there for Trip Hodge. And he's got his first bucket of the game. Kenton Reese, who's been hot for New Waverly with 12 points. He wants to take it. He'll find Mata. It goes off his fingertips and out of bounds. He was looking for that assist down low to Eli Mata. It's 26-16. New Waverly, I believe, at one point had about a 14-point advantage. And a quick little run here by Anderson-Shiro has given them some life here. They've scored 8 in this second quarter. They only scored 8 in the first. So they've already matched their first period of performance so far with only 3 minutes gone here in the second. Calhoun has it on the left side. Pass over to Xavier Franklin, who checked in a little bit earlier. He's guarded by Reese. Franklin loses the handle. It's Kenton Reese poking it away. And here comes Luke Dahl again. And this one gets knocked out of bounds by Xavier Franklin, but they're going to rule it actually off Luke Dahl. And boy, he can't believe it's not butter. Goes back to Anderson-Shiro. Trailing by 10, 26-16, 4:44 to go here in the second. On the left wing, Trip Hodge, guarded by Nunez. Loses the handle, and Kenton Reese is all over it. He picks it up in the backcourt, and now to the front court, Kenton Reese from left to right. He'll find Nunez, top of the three. Beltline pass, Luke Dahl, left wing three. No, off the back of the rim. Theroux Bryant fighting for the rebound, trying to get it to Luke Dahl. It's there, no, it gets knocked away over to Calhoun. Calhoun in between two defenders, and he's good off the right side. Calhoun already has 8 points here in this second alone, and it's 26-18. New Waverly with an 8-point advantage. They led by as many as 14. Back over the other way. Nunez behind the back as he was looking for his teammate, and the charge is called here against Ryzen Nunez. He was a little bit out of control An Anderson-Shiro player there hit the deck. So the first foul on Ryzen Nunez. That is his first personal. And the second team foul here in the second quarter by New Waverly. 26-18, momentum right now riding on the Fighting Owls. After they are on a nice run here, trailing 26-18. Calhoun to the left wing. Xavier Franklin thought about a three. Good defense, Therold Bryant. Kenton Reese, he strips it again. Oh, mama, it's 1-on-2. Kenton Reese, right side. No, he's fouled. And Reese will go to the line, shooting two. I'm far away from the scores table. I believe it was on Hodge. We'll see here. I believe it was on Trip Hodge. They're not showing it up on the board, so I'm going to credit it for Hodge. I hope I'm right. And Kenton Reese here on the right side. First time at the free throw line tonight. He's got 12 points. 2 threes here in the second to start. Here's the first free throw. Good. It bounces off the front, ricochets its way back into the net. One more free throw coming up for Kenton Reese. As Trip Hodge, that was the foul on him. He'll head back over to the bench with 2 fouls, and Dalton Krzyzewski back in the game. One more free throw here for Kenton Reese. Bend of the knees, flick of the right wrist on its way. Splash pad is open right at the bottom of the net. 28-18, that'll stop the run, but Anderson-Shiro still with a lot of momentum here, trailing by 10. 3:25 to go in the second. Calhoun has it on the left side. Belt line pass over to Franklin. Franklin on the baseline to Aller. Turnaround jumper, no. Kenton Reese up into the air for a rebound. Reese this time will walk his way into the front court. Now he turns on the juice a little bit. At the top of the three-point line to Ryzen Nunez. Nunez, right-handed flick of a pass back over to Kenton Reese. Reese backs his way near half court back into the hands of Nunez. Nunez, several right-handed dribbles. Here's a jumper from the elbow, no, off the right side of the glass, or left side of the glass. Good look, just a little bit too strong. Calhoun quickly back to the left side. He'll flick it up, the shot's no good. And a late whistle and a foul here. Luke Dahl can't believe it again. He's got 3. So the third personal foul on Luke Dahl, the third team foul of this second period. And free throws coming up for Calhoun. Calhoun, 1 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. Bend of the knees, right-handed free throw shot off the front of the rim, no good. He's now 0 for 3 in this second. But he has 11 points overall. He had 8 points on jumpers and layups here just in this second alone. 2:45 to go here in the first half, 28-18. One more opportunity for Calhoun here on the left side. Couple of right-handed dribbles. Here's the right-handed free throw. No, off the front of the rim again. Good position there, Therold Bryant, as he boxes out, gets that rebound. Landon Thornton back into the game here. The 2-2 for New Waverly as Ethan Petros working on Calhoun, trying to push off here and make some separation. They're letting him play tonight. Up top, over to Kenton Reese. Reese working off a screen. Behind the back dribble. He'll fire it over to Petros. Puts up a shot off the back of the square. No good. And that should have went out off of Anderson-Shiro. I believe it did. Down there in the traffic, Franklin was one of them. Landon Thornton to inbound here for New Waverly. Stands on the V of the Madisonville logo. Quick give and go to Therold Bryant, but he's blocked as he puts up a jumper. Aller was right there at his face, all over it. 28-18 here in Madisonville as Anderson-Shiro trailing by 10, 2:11 to go. Franklin down the baseline, back over to Calhoun. Calhoun to the Krzyzewski, wide open 3, no. Franklin trying to save it on the corner. He gets it over to Bryant, though, and it goes back to New Waverly. Here come the maroon and white. It's Petros. Gets it into the front court. Pesky defense again by Calhoun, reaching in. Good defense. They're letting them play. They're both fouling down there. They're just letting them play through it. Here is Pohamus. Back over to the hands of Kenton Reese. He'll find Thornton. Thornton to Therold Bryant on the right wing. Left-handed pass from the sternum. Into the hands of Petros. Back to Therold Bryant. Bryant now takes one from the key. That shot no good on the right side of the key, and here comes Calhoun. Calhoun quickly weaving through traffic. Swatted. Therold Bryant was down there. And a whistle here, and it goes out of bounds. Good job there, Therold Bryant. Not able to get a hand on it, which was good. He did put something in front of Calhoun, though, that threw that shot off. He'll head over to the bench. No foul. It goes back to New Waverly. Therold Bryant again back over to the bench. Ethan Petros with it. They're trapped in the backcourt. This is an area that I'm surprised that more teams aren't pressuring New Waverly because they have struggled in the backcourt this season. They finally do get it into the front court, though. And here is Thornton, wide open three, near the right corner, no, gets his own rebound, jumper, put back, yes. Landon Thornton with his 4th point, a huge one there to extend it back to 12. It is 30-18, 1 minute straight up to go. We're 7 minutes gone here in the second. As Calhoun will bring it back into the front court from right to left. Pass over to the left wing, Shashelski down low, looking to Aller on the left baseline. Aller, a right-handed pass to Shashelski, guarded by Reese. He'll pick up his dribble, turns around, fires one from the waist. Beceda, who's back in, over to Calhoun, top of the three. Calhoun trying to find a teammate. He does. He finds Shashelski. Three, with the hand in his face by Reese. Thornton with the rebound. He'll knock it over to Polhamus. And here's Kenton Reese now from left to right. Reese wants to run with this bad boy. All behind him, though. It's stripped from behind by Shashelski. Great defense by that young man. And here comes Shashelski back the other way. The assist, the pass, the shot, good by Aller. Good ball movement there for the Owls. Give them credit. New Waverly's got 13 seconds to try to extend this 10-point advantage. As Nunez off the right side, high off the glass, good. Ryzen Nunez taking advantage. And down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. And Calhoun will get it off at the buzzer for 3. No. And that will do it after the first half. It has been all New Waverly. They led by as many as 14. It's trimmed down to 12. A 12-point advantage for the Bulldogs, 32-20. We'll take a break, and we'll go back to some music on Spirit 94.3, and we'll be back for the second half in about 10 minutes. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog basketball on Spirit 94.3 and the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. Waverly Bulldog basketball continues here tonight on SHN and also Spirit 94.3. We are wrapping up halftime here tonight as New Waverly in this play-in game, a critical win-or-go-home game. New Waverly went into this one on Tuesday knowing if they beat Anderson-Shiro, they would play for a chance at a play-in game as both teams wrapping up 23-3A in fourth place with records of 3-7. Well, they did it in overtime. They won, and they have carried that momentum here to Madisonville tonight in this neutral site, but it feels a lot like home for New Waverly. Again, a 12-point advantage. They have outscored Anderson-Shiro in both periods, something they haven't done all season, or at least a lot of this season versus competitors. 18-8 in the first and 14-12 in the second. That's how we get to this 32-20 score. Kenton Reese on fire with 14 in the first alone. New Waverly has it to start things here in this second half. We are 15 seconds into it. Luke Dahl now moving from right to left, knocked away. It is to Colton Calhoun. Calhoun, the leading scorer for Anderson-Shiro with 11 in the first half of play. This one is battled around. Bryce Becerra is out there, though. Knock it away. Kenton Reese, he has been on fire tonight. And here he is again. Puts it up. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting two. Calhoun is limping. And I believe that foul was on Colton Calhoun. If so, it's just his first personal. And I believe it is on him. So he'll pick up his first personal, first team foul. And Kenton Reese at the line. He is 2 for 2 tonight, 14 points. An opportunity here for his first points of this second half. A bend to the knees, right-handed free throw shot, yes. And he's got 15. New Waverly back to a 13-point advantage. I believe they've led by as many as 14 tonight. It's 33-20 right now. One more coming up for Kenton Reese. On the left side, right-handed free throw, good. Makes it look easy tonight. He is a perfect 4 for 4. It's 34-20, largest lead tied as Anderson-Shiro looking for a response. They've got it here on the right side, Shashelsky. Top of the key, Kenton Reese. That's going to be the man to stop Reese, almost poking it away again. He has been pesky tonight. Here's a pass down low to Colton Aller, bouncing around. Theroux Bryant coming up with it. And here comes New Waverly. It's Kenton Reese back with it, crossing the timeline, turning on the guns. He'll retreat, though, back to the top of the three. And a right-handed pass over to Ryzen Nunez. Nunez had a big basket there as time was winding down in the first half to give New Waverly a little more separation. Luke Dahl back over to Kenton Reese. Reese with it. Goes back the other way. Takes a jumper from the elbow. No good. A rare miss tonight. And a foul called here, though, against Anderson-Shiro. No, it's going to go, oh, beg your pardon. I think it's going to go against Eli Mata. Eli picking up his first personal, first team foul. 6:41 to go here in the third. New Waverly leading 34-20. As Calhoun will bring it back from left to right. Finds Franklin. Xavier Franklin is out there, loses the handle, but picks it back up. He's double teamed. Nunez almost able to snag one out of the air. Goes over to Borski. Borski to the right wing. Baldwin, he loses the handles. Kenton Reese swipes it away. Swiper coming up with it again here. Over to Luke Dahl. Dahl on the left side from the top of the three. Now from the left elbow. Jumper, yes, rattle it home. Luke Dahl. He's got 6 points, and it's the largest lead for New Waverly, 36-20. With 2 minutes gone here in the second half. Here is Calhoun. A late whistle and a charge called against Calhoun. Eli Mata took it. And a great job down there picking that one up for the big fella. It's the second personal, second team foul here in this third by Anderson-Shiro. Kenton Reese from the Theroux Bryant inbound. Reese still in the backcourt. That's not Calhoun, rather it's Baldwin guarding him. Here's Reese. He'll find Mata on the right side. But a whistle here, and the foul is called on Mata. I thought it was a foul. Maybe I'm not following it correctly. I think it just went out of bounds. No foul, the ball goes out. I missed something. It's back into the hands of Colton Calhoun on the right side. Yes, he'll find Borski. Back over to Calhoun through traffic, yes. And Calhoun's got 13. And now back the other way. A whistle here. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with New Waverly. Luke Dahl set to inbound. He's got it over to Kenton Reese. Reese losing the handle as Baldwin was on him. He does get it into the front court here, and a whistle and a foul as William Borski a little too aggressive down there and hit Kenton Reese. So Luke Dahl to inbound once again. Just out of our camera view, if you're watching online, you can watch the game, by the way, too, on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Luke Dahl trying to find a teammate. He does find Nunez. And Nunez now working it here on Borski. On the left side, it's Kenton Reese. From the right baseline, jumper, no. Rebound, Bryant, putback, no. Another rebound, another putback, no. Another rebound, another putback, no. Oh, man, Bryant had some opportunities, and it just wouldn't fall in. And here comes Anderson-Shiro trailing 36-22 with 4:53 to go. Here's a jumper off the left side of the rim, no good. That was by Franklin, and it goes out of bounds off New Waverly. It will stay with the Fighting Owls. Ethan Petros at the scores table. He will check in for Kenton Reese, a much-needed rest for Reese. What a productive game so far. 16 points. He had 14 in the first half. 4:49 to go, 36-22. New Waverly holding on to the commanding lead. Luke Dahl knocking it away from Calhoun, but Calhoun picks it back up. Now swings this one over to the right corner. Three, hand in his face, yes! Wow, William Borski buries one from downtown. Nunez was down there, had a hand up on him, but he still made that high arcing three. Here's Nunez back the other way. Boy, it looked like he almost got fouled. There was no call. The New Waverly fans not happy. And it goes back to Anderson-Shiro. They're trailing by 11 now, trailed by as many as 16, 36-25. And here the Owls on the baseline, almost losing the handle, goes back into the hands of Borski. He'll launch another three. That one's not there. And the rebound battled around. It finally gets knocked over to Therrell Bryant. Here's Ethan Petros on the far side from right to left. And are they going to call a reach around, or did it go out of bounds? It is a foul, and it goes on Colin Baldwin, his first personal. And already the fourth, actually five. If that's the fifth, then we're shooting free throws. New Waverly will shoot the rest of this 4:03 as they are in the bonus now. It is Petros on the left side, and this is an opportunity for New Waverly to take advantage. They've led by as many as 16. It's been trimmed down now to 11, 36-25 with 4:03 to go here in the third. Petros on the left side. Right-handed free throw, rolls in. Took a little bounce there off the front. Said, you know what, young man, I'm going to drop in for you. He's got one more coming up. One more here for Ethan Petros, 37-25, 12-point New Waverly advantage, trying to get it back to 13. Bend of the knees, right-handed free throw, no, too soft. Therrell Bryant with the putback, no. Boy, they've had the opportunities tonight. Eli Mata knocking it away, but it goes into the hands of Calhoun. And here comes the Fighting Owls. Calhoun, top of the three. High screen trying to set here by Aller. And Luke Dahl able to work around it. Calhoun gets it knocked from behind. They're going to call a whistle and a foul here against New Waverly. Calhoun was up in the air. And the officials talking things over here for just a few moments. And that foul. Boy, I couldn't tell who it is. It's going to be on Therrell Bryant. Bryant's going to head over to the bench. So Therrell picking up his second personal. And the third team foul by New Waverly as Landon Thornton back into the ball game for New Waverly, or for the Bulldogs. Here's a floater by Calhoun, not there. Offensive rebound, putback's not there either. And a foul and a free throw coming up as Colton Aller was fouled in the play. And so Aller with the foul, and this will put Anderson-Shiro at the line here on the right side. Colton Aller tonight with 2 points. 37-25, 3:38 to go here in the third. Here's a right-handed free throw, rattle home and good. One more coming up for Aller. Colton Aller tonight with 3 points. And again, one more free throw. This one on the way. No. A rebound, Thornton. And here comes Ethan Petros from right to left. Petros with it. He'll find Nunez Thornton. He'll put it up off the left side of the glass. Shot no good. And fighting for the rebound down there was Ryzen Nunez. Nunez fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. That foul called on Colton Aller, his first personal. New Waverly already in the bonus here, and free throws coming up for Nunez on the left side. New Waverly holding on to an 11-point advantage, 37-26. Here's the first free throw on the way, no. One more coming up. Ryzen Nunez, 2 points. He had that 2 in the second. Finished up with 10 on Tuesday. Here's the next free throw by Nunez. No. Took a couple of bounces on the back of the rim and would not fall through. Calhoun into the front court for the Fighting Owls. Here's a 3 from near the right corner. Shot's no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds off of Anderson-Shiro. There's a look there, I believe, by Xavier Franklin. Cedric Polhamus checks back in. Eli Mata getting a much-needed rest for the big fellows. He'll have a talk. One of the coaches down on the bench. Getting a little pep talk down there. Nunez with it after Petros almost lost the handle. Nunez picks up his dribble. He'll find Landon Thornton over to Cedric Polhamus. Polhamus back over to Nunez. Nunez swings this one near midcourt to Ethan Petros. Petros working a dribble here on Shachelski. Back over to Luke Dahl. Dahl's been quiet tonight. Quiet 6 points, by the way. Loses the handle here, though, and Calhoun picks it up. Calhoun, 1-on-2, slicing through defenders, puts it up, no good. Trying to slam it home here was Colton Aller. He couldn't find it. Back the other way is Luke Dahl to Thornton, good. Assist, and the shot good off the left side of the glass by Landon Thornton. That was all started there by Luke Dahl with the assist. 6 points tonight for Thornton, and Waverly has that 13-point advantage, 39-26. We've got a timeout with 2:18 to go here in the third. We'll take it, and we'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog basketball on SHN. Stay with us. Welcome back, friends. 2:18 to go here in the second. New Waverly leading 39-26 here in this play-in game to see who has a chance at the postseason. Feels like a postseason game regardless. Calhoun for Anderson-Shiro has it. The Owls trailing right now 39-26. Here's a pass to the jumper from the paint. No good. Farrell Bryant may have knocked that one out of bounds. No, they're going to say it went off Franklin, so it will go back to New Waverly. Shot was put up there. And a miss by Colton Aller. He's a pretty good game. Not much on the scoring side of things, but he is a force down there for this Anderson-Shiro team. Kendon Reese will bring it in the front court across the Texas Mustang logo. Over to Cedric Polhamus near the right baseline. He is guarded by Aller. Hands this one off, back over, and Petros losing the handle. And quickly is Baldwin. Baldwin loses, stripped again by Kenton Reese. There's some moisture down the floor. Reese falls, but Petros comes up with it, and he'll find Darrell Bryant. And here's a three, straight away, Luke Dahl. Oh, baby! Three-point land is open for Luke Dahl. He's got 5 here in the third and 9 overall, and it's 42-26. New Waverly back with their largest advantage of the night at 16. And now it goes out of bounds off of Colin Baldwin. And the Bulldogs will get it right back with 1:15 to go here in the third. Darrell Bryant inbound. He'll find Kenton Reese. Reese losing the handle. Baldwin, good defense, but Reese gets around him. Here comes Reese. He'll take a jumper from the free throw line. Good. Oh, baby. What a shot by Kenton Reese. He's got 18 points. It's 44-26 New Waverly with under a minute to go here in the third. Calhoun with it. Top of the three, chest pass, left wing three on the way, no good. Battled around, that shot no good by Shashelski, and it goes back to Kenton Reese on the far side. Reese from right to left. Here's Dahl, quickly down to the baseline, fouled as he tries to lay it up and in, and he'll go to the line shooting two. Foul is on Colton Aller, his second personal. 2 free throws coming up here for Luke Dahl. He's got 9 points, chance for Dahl to go into double figures tonight. 4 in the first half and 5 here in the second. First free throw, though, no good. He'll have one more opportunity. A couple of substitutions now, actually 3 substitutions for Anderson-Shiro. Trip Hodge back into the game. Alongside, I believe that's William Borski and Leighton Bailey. One more free throw opportunity here for Luke Dahl as he takes a very deep breath. He'll spin the ball a couple of times in his left hand. Here's the right-handed free throw, no good. And goes back to Anderson-Shiro, quickly chasing it down. The front court on the baseline as a block by Farrell Bryant. Polhamus coming up with it. Trip Hodge trying to put the shot up. Dahl has 3 defenders on him. And a jump ball, possession arrow, Anderson-Shiro. I think for a moment Dahl was trying to get some sort of control of the ball to call a timeout, but he couldn't. And Trip Hodge will inbound just in front of his own bench here on the right side. The far right side, as we're high up here. I'm on the very highest part you can be of this stadium. Here's the inbound, the shot, no good, high off the glass, a rebound, fighting for it, Farrell Bryant, he'll find Petros. 44-26. New Waverly by 18 with 11 seconds to go here in the third. Ethan Petros pushed from behind, and he'll have free throws coming up. Shashelski a little too aggressive down there on Ethan Petros. 7.7 remaining. So here is Ethan Petros on the left side. He is 1 for 2 tonight. 1 for 2, Ethan Petros. Actually, I beg your pardon, he is 2 for 4. Here's the first free throw on the way, good. Petros has one more. 45-26, trying to get it up to 20 now for New Waverly. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know if I saw this one coming tonight. I believe in these Bulldogs, but this has just been, what a game here when it matters the most. Next free throw good for Petros as well. These guys have had that Bulldog fight at them all year. Don't let the record fool you. Here's a 3 from the right wing. Good shot at the buzzer by Shashelski, but it won't fall in. And New Waverly is cruising by 20. 46-26. The final frame coming up when we come back. This is New Waverly Bulldog basketball on Spirit 94.3. Hope lives here. Stay with us. Final frame coming up here tonight. It's win or go home. New Waverly in the driver's seat. Little driver's education going on tonight from these Bulldogs. They have opened up the kennel. They have broke out of the gates, and they've got a 46-26 lead as we get underway here in the fourth. Kenton Reese from the right elbow. That shot no good. It was almost there. And Amata knocks it out of bounds. Good effort by the big fella. But it will go back over to Anderson-Shiro. Every possession important. Easy to say it, but it's true. Every single possession now important for the Fighting Owls. They have got to get some defensive stops, and they've got to find a way to put points on the board early and often. Here's a 3 from the corner. Boy, that was all the way in for Hodge, and then it pops out. And the rebound goes off the feet of, well, we'll see. The official is looking. They haven't made a determination yet if it went off. It may have went off of New Waverly. It did, so it will stay with Anderson-Shiro here. To inbound is Xavier Franklin. Franklin looking for a teammate. He'll find one out near the left wing. Little flip over to Trip Hodge near the left corner. Ken Reese swipes it away again, but he's out of bounds, and it'll go right back to Anderson-Shiro. Underwriting support for this broadcast is made possible in part by Mata's Tactical Supply, located in New Waverly. Appreciate the support from Mata's Tactical Supply. Anderson-Shiro with the inbound. Not seeing Calhoun. Remember, he kind of popped his ankle. He is back out there, actually. Here he is. He'll float this one up from the key and up and good. Boy, as soon as I spoke, there he was. And Calhoun with 15 points tonight. He has been a force here for this Anderson-Shiro team, but New Waverly has just had their foot on the gas pedal. We'll see if they can score. Here's Luke Dahl down low. Mata left side, too strong. Darrell Bryant over off the right side. No. It goes out of bounds off of the Owls. I'll tell you one thing. Darrell Bryant has been battling down there on the boards tonight on the offensive end. He has had great opportunities. The ball just not cooperating with him, but I'll still give the man credit as he is battling. Here's Luke Dahl on the right baseline to Mata. Swing pass from the belt line into the hands of Ryzen Nunez. Nunez right wing, guarded here by Borski. They'll go back up top over to Darrell Bryant to Luke Dahl on the left wing. Dahl guarded by Calhoun. Inside the paint, he's pushed around and stripped by Calhoun. Dahl goes down, can't believe it. Here's a no-look pass, and it's out of bounds. A little too much down there to Trip Hodge. I like it from William Borski, but Hodge wasn't ready. And it goes right back to New Waverly. 46-28, 6:34 to go here in the game. Darrell Bryant inbounding over to Kenton Reese. Reese from right to left, here he comes. He is guarded by Baldwin. Over to Mata near the right corner. Mata swinging it around the hip to Ryzen Nunez, and it goes out of bounds off Nunez. Nunez wanted it to say that Franklin had a touch on it, but the official down there said no. Fighting Owls back with it, trailing 46-28, 6:22 to go here in the fourth. Calhoun will bring it into the front court from left to right. He'll find Hodge on the right wing, guarded by Reese. Back over into the hands of Baldwin. Long-range jumper for two near the right wing. Shot's not there, and a foul here as Luke Dahl was trying to come down with it. The foul's on Calhoun. Golden will pick up his third personal. That is the first team foul by either team here in the fourth. 46-28, New Waverly with the advantage. 2 minutes gone here in the final frame. As Kenton Reese will bring it into the front court from right to left. Trying to cross over the dribble, loses the handle, but picks it up after Baldwin knocked it away. To the hands of Mata. Mata to Nunez. Nunez high up into the air, late whistle and a foul. He'll go to the line shooting two. I think you can kind of pick your poison here on who that foul's going to go on. And it may go on Calhoun. If so, that's going to be his fourth. Not sure if it was on him. Here's Nunez. Free throw opportunities. He is 0 for 2. Now make it 0 for 3. 2 points tonight for Ryzen Nunez. It may have been a foul actually on Bryce Paseda. Not sure. Bryce heads back over to the bench. He'll get a high five from Coach Weber. Appreciate Coach Weber, by the way. Great man at Anderson-Shiro. Here's a bend to the knees. The next free throw on the way. Good for Ryzen Nunez. So Nunez now 1 for 4. Huge free throw there. Every point matters right here down the stretch. Stripped it. Nunez. Oh, Nunez said, get away, man. Here comes Kenton Reese. Reese retreating from the elbow to Mata. He'll take the jumper. No. And a rebound to Trip Hodge on the far side. He'll move from left to right. Belt line pass back over to Calhoun. Calhoun into the front court. In the paint. Flips it over his left shoulder off the left side. But we have a whistle. I think that's going to be on the floor. The foul is on. Boy, he showed 3. It's so hard to see up here. I'm not sure. It may have been on Eli Mata. Not in the act of shooting, and so Anderson-Shiro to inbound. Here's a pass to Calhoun. Somehow he gets it in and one. That foul is on Mata. So Calhoun with 2 more points. It's 47-30. New Waverly is led by as many as 20. 5:25 to go here in the fourth. Again, let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you tonight. The number 512-522-9105. Again, 512-522-9105. The and one, no good for Calhoun. And Kenton Reese has it in the backcourt. He'll bring it into the front court now across the timeline. Backhanded dribble, thought about a three straight away and said, wait a minute, I'm going to slow this thing down. Here's Ryzen Nunez. Nunez over to Luke Dahl. Dahl has it near midcourt, now puts it down on the floor with a left-handed dribble. Gets it stripped near the left elbow. Calhoun guarded by Kenton Reese. Calhoun into the front court now. He'll go inside the paint, loses the handle, picks it up, knocked away. Theroux Bryant over to Ryzen Nunez, but it goes out of bounds. Tough break there for New Waverly with 4:54 to go. Here in the ball game, 17-point lead for the Bulldogs, 47-30. Both teams with 2 team fouls here in this final frame. The Owls back with it. Spin around downtown, left side, no. Calhoun, Luke Dahl knocked it away, but Calhoun, a heads-up play as he was going out of bounds, threw it off the right leg of Luke Dahl. It will stay with Anderson-Shiro. They'll live to see another possession here. 4 fouls by Calhoun, I believe. And here's Nunez, another strip. He's got to watch his back. He'll put it up off the right side. He's fouled. Ryzen Nunez to the line, shooting 2 as Trip Hodge picks up his third. 4:38 to go. 47, New Waverly, 30 for Anderson-Shiro. Here at this neutral site for this play-in game here in 23-3A. Ryzen Nunez on the left side. He is 1 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. A bend to the knees, right-handed free throw shot, good. I'll tell you what, I say it all the time, but Ryzen Nunez does not let adversity get in his way. He won't even claim adversity. This young man is a fighter on this team, not only on the basketball team, but on the football squad as the quarterback. And he just plays through it. Here's the next free throw shot on the way for Nunez off the back of the rim. Theroux Bryant has the rebound. But it's knocked away, but here's Luke Dahl. Dahl has it. He'll put up a shot as he scampers his way in, but he traveled and he'll turn it over. Dahl was kind of sliding his way in. He thought he was in the Winter Olympics for a moment as he slid his way down there under the basket, but they're going to call him for a travel. I like the toughness, though, by him as well. Kenton Reese, they're wanting to reach and foul. Again, they're just letting him play tonight. Here's Calhoun. The top of the three-point line, little hot potato. He'll take a three on the way short. A rebound, Theroux Bryant. Over to Ryzen Nunez. 4:16 to go, 48-30. Here's Mata on the left side. He'll put it up. It's blocked. Going out of bounds, but it's Luke Dahl. Oh, baby, he was going out of bounds. And Colton Aller gave Luke Dahl a gift, and Dahl was able to lay it up and good off the left side of the glass. And now turned over. It's back to New Waverly, a chance to have their largest lead. They're already leading by 20. Here's Dahl, and a blocking foul called against Anderson-Shiro. Luke Dahl, great sportsmanship down there by Luke Dahl. These two teams respect each other. Colton Aller, though, picking up his third personal. That is the third team foul, by the way, here in the fourth. Dahl not in the act of shooting. He was driving down low, but he will inbound on the D of the Madisonville logo. Here is Dahl. He'll find Mata over to Ryzen Nunez. Nunez bounce pass to Dahl, top of the three. Double team now. Now playing the 2-3 zone. Knocked away. Dahl, no. Kenton Reese picks it up. Reese's Pieces. Guarded here by Baldwin. 3:30 to go. Baldwin reaching in. He'll pick up the foul, the fourth team foul. And we've got a timeout as Baldwin, again, with the foul. We'll take a break as New Waverly in control tonight, leading by 23, 29 to go here in the fourth. This is New Waverly Bulldog basketball on SHN. Stay with us, please. It's the final countdown here tonight. Madisonville, Texas. New Waverly 50. Anderson-Shiro 33. 28 to go as New Waverly looking to hold on and head into the postseason. And Eli Mata has it near the left corner. This has been New Waverly all night tonight. Here's Luke Dahl on the baseline trying to fly this one over to Mata, and it gets knocked away. Out of bounds it goes. Colin Baldwin had it. The ball out of bounds off of New Waverly. It will stay with Anderson-Shiro. I definitely don't want to say an improbable victory for New Waverly as long as they can just hold on to it here, barring a miraculous next 3 minutes, 7 seconds. But you for sure thought this was going to be a close one. Both these games this year have been very close. But tonight, New Waverly had just came out with a whole new aggression saying, we're ready. Here's a left wing or left corner jumper. The shot's no good. Trying to save it, but Kenton Reese was there to pick it up. Reese has it in the backcourt. And it's not, these young men have fought hard all season. Don't mishear what I'm saying. These kids are so amazing here at New Waverly. But just a whole different bite tonight. To watch them and to see it's just been fun here in this one. And now a turnover by New Waverly. It will go back to Anderson-Shiro. That's one thing about these kids. They never give up. They fight hard all week. I don't have too much of a chance during the week with my jobs and everything else like I used to with other schools. Back in the day, I'd go interview the coaches, hang out, go to practices. But I'll tell you what, Patrick Goodman, they do such a great job here at New Waverly, or with New Waverly. Anderson-Shiro turns it over. Polhamus has it. 2:22 to go. 50-30. New Waverly with the advantage. Ryzen Nunez to Ethan Petros. Petros back into the hands of Reese. He'll find Nunez. Nunez, top of the three. Polhamus, jumper, good. Oh, baby, Cedric Polhamus with the jumper. Give the big fella some credit down there tonight. And he's got his first bucket of the game. Cedric Polhamus. After Thornton stripped it, but it goes right back to Anderson-Shiro. A block, Kenton Reese. The trick-or-treat bag remains open tonight. Kenton Reese has been a force. Here's Nunez on the left side, 1:41 to go. Back over to Kenton Reese. New Waverly with their largest lead, 52-30. Reese inside the paint, floats it up, no. And it goes back to Anderson-Shiro. No, it doesn't. They were trying to throw it off Reese. Landon Thornton on the court. Thornton has it, jump ball, possession arrow showing Anderson-Shiro. His Bulldogs aren't giving up. 1:25 to go. As Kenton Reese will get a huge clap and praise from the New Waverly crowd tonight. Coach Goodman goes over and gives him a hug. Kenton Reese with 18 of the 52 that's on the board here tonight. This one knocked away, it's blocked. Landon Thornton had it for a moment, but it goes back to Anderson-Shiro. Here's a three from the right corner. Good look there for Franklin, no good. Turnaround, putback jumper, no good for Anderson-Shiro. There's a good look there by Colton Aller. He's played a very tough physical game tonight. Ryzen Nunez with 56 seconds. It's knocked away, but he's able to hold on to it. Here's Nunez. Over to Therrell Bryant. Bryant back to Nunez, 49 and ticking. 52-30 New Waverly. Cedric Polhamus, top of the free throw line. Back over to Ethan Petros. Petros to Polhamus. And an intentional foul here on Polhamus. And Polhamus will go to the line shooting too. Free throws coming up as coach just wanting to give one of his fellas there, Leighton Bailey, who is in for the first time tonight. They want to give Bailey an opportunity to get out there and play the final 37 seconds. Here is Cedric Polhamus, the other big fella here on the team. 2 free throws coming up on the left side. Shout out to the Polhamus family joining us tonight. Here's a free throw on the way, short. Come on, fella, get one here, Cedric. He's got a bucket here in the fourth, one more coming up. 37.6 to go here in the fourth. Here's the next one, won't fall. And Anderson-Shiro quickly back to the right side. Franklin on the right wing. He'll float this one over the left wing into the hands of Krzyzewski. Takes a three, no. And Thornton with the rebound. New Waverly could just dribble this one out, but they've got to get it into the front court first. Petros working a dribble here on Baldwin. a whistle here and a foul, and Ethan Petros will go to the line with 15 seconds to go. Petros, 1 for 2, had that single point back in the first, and then a few more free throws. He is 3 for 4 here from the free throw line. And he just made one more right here. He'll have one more opportunity coming up. One more for Petros. Great game tonight for this young man. Here's the bend of the knees, right-handed free throw, no. Rebound Anderson-Shiro, and I would assume that the Owls will take a shot here. Don't want to go down without anything, but it is turned over. No, yeah, there's Thornton on the floor. Thornton has it. They're just going to keep playing here. Jump ball, possession arrow, New Waverly. 2.8 remaining, and postseason on the horizon for the New Waverly Bulldogs. They finish before this play-in game at 3-7, and they are heading into the postseason. How about that for the Bulldogs? Oh, baby, here we go. Like I said, those records don't mean anything. The Bulldogs could have easily given up on Tuesday night. They fought their way back. They forced an overtime. And tonight saying, hey, we deserve to be in this place. And here they are with a 53-30 victory tonight. Well, friends, as the postseason is on the horizon, there are UIL rules. I'm not sure if we'll be able to broadcast. We're going to try our hardest to bring you New Waverly postseason action. We'll apply for those rights and see if we get them. And we hope that we do, because we're going to be cheering them on all along the way. A lot of times we have an opportunity to interview a player, but with how this gym is set up tonight, to be honest, there's going to be no way. I'm way up high, and I know these young men are excited. They're going to be ready to get out of here. And I'll tell you what, this one felt like a playoff game here tonight, as the Bulldogs down there talking over with Coach Goodman. Appreciate him and his wife who helps keep the score. But what a game tonight. As New Waverly victorious, taking care of business in this play-in game. They are heading to the playoffs, and for the Owls, their season will come to an end. A great, great, great school, though, the Anderson-Shiro Owls. We know Coach Nathan Pope from his time with New Waverly. He is now an assistant principal over there in Anderson. We appreciate him and all of the great folks. Robert Weber, a good coach, great man. They have been so good this year helping us whenever we've needed to get information. And that is how it goes, though, here tonight. The baseball team for New Waverly, by the way, out there congratulating the basketball squad. Nunez down there getting some hugs and high fives from the baseball team. I just love it. Well, friends, that will wrap it up. Again, thanks for being a part of it here tonight. A special presentation on Spirit 94.3. And we'll go back to more music and programming there on the radio station. And for the rest of you, thank you for being a part of this one here tonight. Again, as New Waverly victorious, they head into the postseason with a commanding 53-30 victory. They really never looked back and trailed much in this ball game at all. They kept the foot on the gas pedal. We'll have more information. Make sure to look at the SHN Sports social media channels for the time and coverage of the first playoff game. From everyone here, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please, provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there tonight needs you. Good night, and God bless from Madisonville, Texas, and go Bulldogs. So long, everyone.